Hey there, history buffs. Today, I want to dive into a topic that often gets swept under the rug, Australia's dark and painful history of its Indigenous peoples. Stick around because what you're about to hear is both heart-wrenching and eye-opening. Now, when most people think of Australia, they picture sun-soaked beaches, kangaroos, and the Great Barrier Reef. But beyond the tourist brochures lies a story of suffering, resilience, and courage. Let's peel back the layers and look at the hidden truth. For over 60,000 years, Indigenous Australians have lived on this land. They are the world's oldest continuous culture, rich with traditions, languages, and profound wisdom about the environment. But all of that changed with the arrival of British settlers in 1788. From the outset, the British considered the land terra nullius, a land belonging to no one. This legal fiction ignored the presence of hundreds of indigenous tribes and justified the colonization and exploitation of their territories. The settlers' arrival marked the beginning of a harrowing ordeal. Indigenous communities were forcibly removed from their lands, their sacred sites desecrated. Entire populations were decimated by diseases brought by Europeans to which they had no immunity. But perhaps the most sinister chapter was the stolen generations. From 1910 to 1970, thousands of Indigenous children were taken from their families by government agencies and church missions. The aim was to assimilate them into white society, erasing their cultural identities. These children grew up in institutions or with foster families, often facing neglect and abuse. The trauma from this era echoes through generations, even to this day. Despite all this, Indigenous Australians have shown extraordinary resilience. They've fought tirelessly for their rights, land and recognition. Icons like Eddie Mabo, whose landmark case led to the recognition of native title, and movements like the 1967 referendum that included Indigenous peoples in the census, are testaments to their enduring spirit. We must acknowledge this dark chapter in history to move forward. Only through understanding and reconciliation can we hope to build a future that honors and respects the ancient cultures that have shaped this land. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this enlightening, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. There's so much more history to uncover together. Catch you in the next one.